Welcome back to another episode, everybody. It is Chilling with Bessie. Of course, every Saturday at 6 p.m. another episode after episode. Let's go.
So we took a trip to Switzerland, Fel and I, and we started out at sunrise. This was my first major trip outside of the UK with just a backpack. It was fun. We were really looking forward to it, and of course it got out of the WhatsApp group. So Phil and I decided to go off early because we wanted to have the rest of the day to ourselves in Switzerland, just to do different adventures, different tours, and make the most of the day. So we started off at 7 and we arrived maybe after 8 or after 9, I think. That's us on the shuttle because it's an EasyJet flight. We took a shuttle to the aircraft. I hopped out, and of course inquisitive me had to realize that a man was sleeping. He was fast asleep on that shuttle. So I pointed this out to the bus driver or the shuttle driver and kept on going. I was so excited to go on this trip because of course my first girls trip away, and what better place to have a girls trip away than to Switzerland. I actually think that this will be the first of many more to come. So Nisha and Kads, yes, if you're watching this, we are going to get the trip out of the WhatsApp group. That's the landscape of Switzerland from our airplane. We were about to descend at this point, or we had started descending by this point. It's very different to the UK landscape because of course Switzerland has more space, so the settlements and the housing are more spaced out. Coming off the aircraft, I was possibly the last. So we got to the shuttle and went to the information desk, the tourist information desk, got some information about our train, and we bought a Swiss travel card. I would suggest that if you're ever traveling to Switzerland, buy a Swiss travel card because it gives you access to trains, trams, buses, etc. We got our information because it was really easy to find out where we were heading, which trains we could take, because it was clearly displayed on the monitors. We were heading to Alstetten, Mercure Hotel in Alstetten, and we found that really, really easy. Mercure Hotel is actually 5 minutes away from the train station, so it provides easy access into Zurich city. The people were really friendly, and if we got lost or if we were unsure of anything, they would easily help us, and they did it with a smile. Many people in Switzerland are multilingual or bilingual, so speaking English was not a bother or any type of impediment at all. Initially we got lost because we just don't know how to read Google Maps sometimes, but we found our way and we were walking towards the hotel in no time. I was just looking forward to what the day had to hold, and of course traveling with Phil, there is no time to waste because she had a full itinerary, she had list of places she wanted to be, and I was up for it, of course. That is the Mercure Hotel. As you can see, I was not disappointed. It was like a 5-minute trek from the train station, but yeah, no complaints at all. So we entered and it was easy to check in, and I was absolutely delighted with the ambience and the seating and just the overall appearance of the hotel. Moreover, it had sparkling water and still water from the Alps in the reception area. So of course, every single time I went out, I had to come and take my fill. Okay, so now for a quick room tour. There's a basin, there's a shower area, and of course because we're sharing a room, the toilet area is separate. Now that door to the toilet actually serves as a door to the shower. It has a dual purpose, and the same for the wardrobe and the closing of the shower area and the bathroom on a whole. We had 2 single beds and we were able to separate those somewhat because there's a little side table at the barring it from completely moving, that little side table. We had a seating area, but then we were off to our adventure after we put our bags down. Yes, we got straight onto the train and went straight into the city. So we boarded the train at Alstetten and we came off at Zurich BH, which is the main train station. It is massive. I tell you that it's massive, so prepare for that. We came out on Bonhoefstrasse. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is a major area. Be careful because there are trams, cyclists, e-bikes, cars, buses, and people in every direction. I'm telling you, be on the lookout. We were also reliably informed that because there's a pedestrian crossing or a zebra crossing as they call it, don't expect drivers to stop. And if they do stop, shuffle across, run across, scurry across, because they will actually honk you out of the way. It's a really busy city, but the people are really polite. Well, the ones that I've met anyway. So this is just a tour of the street that we initially went on. Just looking into the shops, just exploring, seeing what Zurich has to offer on this street. We ended up somewhere, don't ask me where, but Phil and I ended up on this road leading to the lake because we were trying to find the waterway or the water body, and we found this beautiful hidden gem that was so tranquil and it was cool, and of course the water flows from the Alps. I was really happy to experience this kind of solitude or this kind of quiet in a city that is so busy. So because that was not the body of water that we wanted to see, we actually wanted to see Lake Zurich. We asked questions and got directions and hopped onto tram 9, where we got off at Berkeley Platz, or you could get off at Bellevue to get access to the lake and to the boat tour. Now we got to go on the boat tour for free because we had the travel card. So again, another benefit of having that travel card. It only costed us £56, and I think it was well worth that money. This is just a view of Lake Zurich from where we were standing right at Berkeley Platz. Just taking in the sights and being a tourist. The cruise itself was really enjoyable. You have an inside area, or you could sit out on deck where it was fully sunny. And I'm telling you that we had 3 days of complete sunshine and warmth. Now you can hop onto the boat, but make sure that you have your card ready because they do come around and they check whether or not you have a real card or you've bought a ticket or you have a pass. Of course, we had to take a stroll down the famous or the infamous Bahnhofstrasse, where you can find all the luxury brands and high-end stores. And of course, you know, your girl had to look into those stores because I want to see. Even if I can't afford it, I still want to see. It gives me motivation. It gives me something to aspire to because your girl loves luxury. All right? And as I was saying, look out for the tram, because trams run throughout the entire city. It connects every single town, so look out for it. And they are silent trams, so make sure that you're not just crossing, you're looking left, right, left again before you cross. So day 2 started off so well because we paid for the breakfast and boarding, and we were able to get this wonderful breakfast. We had access to pancakes and chicken sausages, omelets, eggs, pastry, juice, tea, just anything that you can think of for a healthy breakfast. It was there and it was available. And again, shout outs to Antonio and the rest of the staff, Niels, who were very, very helpful. So let me talk about this travel card again, this Swiss travel card. Make sure that you get it because you get access to museums for free, along with discounts on restaurants and other things. I'm telling you, it is well worth it. So make sure that you get it, okay? So we went over to this museum, which is again near the Zurich BH train station, which is the central or the main train station. And we had a little look around just to find out what the history of Switzerland is, and we were not disappointed. It went into detail about how it was started, who started it, who invested in it, how they managed to build the houses, the train links, and so on. And it was all interactive, so it's not something boring. I really love this outline of the topography of Switzerland. Really intriguing. And of course it went into PowerPoint presentations and slides. All you had to do was to pop on an earphone, select English, and sit and listen, and it had different levels. When that was done, we went to the other side of the road just to see what the lifestyle was like for people, and why is it that so many people had so many boats and yachts. And then of course it was time for me to be a tourist. Click, click, click. Yes, I had to get some photographs. And in times like this, or when you get the opportunity to travel, it's so important that you are present in the moment. So we crossed the road again and we went and just savored the moment. We took our shades off. We had a moment to just decompress and take in the natural beauty that was in front of us, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't ever know if I'll get the opportunity to go back to Zurich. I would love to go back to Zurich or other parts of Switzerland, but I was really aware and cognizant of the fact that I needed to be present in the moment. And in the night, we went to the spa but changed our minds. So we sat on the top of the building, or at the top of the building, on some lounge chairs, and just watched the trains go by. And for this part of Alston, telling you, with those trains and so on, it was really quiet. It was so peaceful, and I am really aware that living in London, it can be really loud. So I was really happy for that experience. And you have to come back next week to see what day 3 was like, because we had a lot of fun in day 3. We went on another tour and we had a lot to eat and a lot more sites to visit. So please come back, and thank you for watching. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Until then, bye.